Okay, good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Today we will discuss about the mechanism of sweat formation in Ayurveda. Okay, so we will discuss this topic under the subtopics. What is sweat? How sweat is formed in the body, and last is the summary. So, what is sweat? Aharamal. Okay. So when it is called aharamal when it is produced during the process of digestion, and when it is produced during the process of tissue metabolism, specifically adipose tissue, then it is called as meta dhatu, and it is produced in Swedavaya Shrotas, and Swed is also the dwelling site of Pitta. Swed is the ashray for Pitta, and since the Swed is produced in skin, okay, so here we will talk about specifically Rajak Pitta. Rajak Pitta is responsible for Ushma of the body, that is temperature regulation also. It is mentioned by Acharya Shushu. Then if we talk about that it is produced in Swedavaya Shrotas. So as per the modern physiology, you know the sweat is produced in sweat glands. So there are two type of sweat glands, eccrine and apocrine glands. But in your science, there is no such description about these glands. There is description only about the Swedavaya Shrotas, which is responsible for formation of sweat and transport of the formed sweat up to the skin. Okay. So, but in the mool of Swedavaya Shrota, it is given that there are two mool, Med and Lom. So the two type of eccrine glands, two type of sweat glands, that is eccrine gland, it directly opens on the surface of the skin to the body pores, and the apocrine gland, it opens into the hair, where the hair comes out of the skin. Okay, so its secretion comes through the hairs opening, and eccrine gland secretion directly comes to the surface of the skin. So we can consider these openings as a lomacopash. Okay. Another is made. So the adipose tissue is also somehow related with the regulation of body temperature, and you know the sweating is the process which body initiates at an adaptive mechanism when there is any change in the body temperature. When the body temperature goes from 98.6 above, which is the set temperature for our body. Okay. Now come to the verse which explains about the mechanism of sweat formation given by Acharya Charak. यच्चौष्माण अनुबद्धम लोमकूपेभ्यो निष्पतत स्वेद शब्दम आपनोति तद उदकम दश अंजलि प्रमाणम. Yach ushman anubaddham means whenever the body is exposed to heat. Anubaddha means when it comes exposed to the heat or in contact with the heat. Then the fraction of udak, which is 10 anjali, it comes out through the loam coop over the surface of skin. Okay. So basically, a sweat is formed on exposure to heat. In this verse, Charak is mentioning that sweat is formed on exposure to heat. And next is, it is the fraction of udak of the body. Udak means the body water, and which is 10 anjali in pramad, 10 anjali swapramad. Okay. So to summarize this, that how sweat is formed when body is exposed to heat. Okay. So the sweat is the fraction of udak which comes out of the body through the body pores, that is lomakup. Okay. On exposure to heat, and it helps in temperature regulation. Okay. Although this word has not been mentioned over there, but indirectly it is saying that it is in response to the exposure to wood. It means it is for the body regulation, temperature regulation. And there in the next lecture we will discuss that how this sweat formation is regulated by the concept of Ayurveda as well as modern science. We will discuss, and about the if you want to learn about the regulation of sweating, so you go through the chapters of Swedanikaram. Swedan is the process in which we artificially apply to the heat to the body, or by asking that the person to do the exercise. and there are two kind of Sweda, Sagani and Neragani. Okay, so these are the measures by which we purposely, for therapeutic purposes, induce the sweat. Okay, so under that you will get all physiological conditions which alter the sweat formation. So with this, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any query? No? Okay, thank you.